welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode 92. Damn, it's getting there, folks. We've already begun starting to make plans, big plans, glorious plans for the big 100. Until then, we have a themed episode tonight where it's going to be, well, we'll talk about other things, mostly food, and perhaps more importantly, the people who cook it. Good ones and the bad ones, and the whatever ordinary sausages. We are
The most ordinary of all sausages you've ever seen.
his sausage is just the most middle of the road. It's one of those graph tests, and his sausages are right in the middle of it. Krendar's here.
The gold standard. Hello.
As you can tell, we don't have any other guests. It's unfortunate. But here's the beauty of it. That's because I didn't look, because I spent the last few days getting blitzed on cheap wine and wandering around Longford. So, yeah, that's why we didn't. But that was actually, those were fun streams. Also, you guys are going to get a video probably tomorrow. There's a fire going on right outside my window. It's burning across the river there. I don't know what it is. I think it's a bonfire or something. But you guys will figure it out. And while you are figuring it out, as we all discover what the hell is currently on fire right now, I'd like to direct you to the doobly-doo, where all the links that live, that's where the links live. Things like Krendar's.
Get you one.
Yeah. And my all my loose ones, because I'm too lazy to get a link tree of my own. And we also have a stream goal, and as you see there, yes, that is an air fryer. I know somebody, my barman, believe it or not, who is willing to sell me his for 50. So, yeah. Also, anything extra, Krendar gets. Yeah.
You know you're Irish when you can say something like "my barman." You
My
have your own
barman.
barman.
Yep, it's not a dying breed here. He's actually been on stream once or twice. Dave. He's actually retiring pretty soon. It's kind of melancholic. He's going to. He's been doing it for 40 years now, so I think it's about time he passes the buck and retires. Has someone else pour him drinks.
It's the circle of booze.
The circle of high functioning alcoholism. Do 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 do. Ah, God, I could go for an ice cold beer right now, or an ice cold anything. It is so bloody humid. Humidity is it's just batshitly.
It's nice over here.
What's the temperature over there?
I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah, this is over in the UK, which is more or less here.
Let's see. 22 apparently.
That's 32 here. Yeah, well, in the UK. Let's see what it is in Ireland. Current temperature. Current temperature Dublin. Good enough. We're tiny enough. 19? No, humidity 67. Yeah, I bloody well knew it. And you guys can laugh it off and say that's next to nothing. A, we're not as used to it. And B, all our buildings are built to keep heat in. So, and we don't have AC. Why would you have AC? It's normally raining. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's going to be it for the rest of the goddamn week. We'll have a little bit of rain, but the humidity is still going to be there.
It's 19. You don't need AC.
Like I said, you don't. We don't normally have temperatures reaching this high for this long. It's off-putting. Plus, I live in a swamp. So, I'm in a big stew right now.
Wow, well, whose fault is that then?
Whoever decided to build these apartments in a fucking swamp. Hence the water damage. Curse
How dare
you,
they?
construction company who cut corners. Seriously, the amount of corners being cut in this building is ridiculous. Won't get into it, because I'll be here all day. And we have both amazing and terrible chefs to look at.
There's not a single intact corner.
It's just, yeah, I just live in a sphere. It's just a big ball. Um,
Are your roads melted yet?
some of them have, some of them got. Let's have a look at the Irish news before we go into it. It might explain to a more personal level. We're also, before we get into actually the cooking though, we should talk about Trump because holy fuck, he's not been well. Also, this guy got
And also, this
stabbed.
guy got stabbed.
Yeah, you got. We're not showing the footage, even though you don't see anything. But like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. He pissed off. He pissed off a bunch of fundies and fundamentalist.
I mean,
Muslims,
I'm honestly
basically.
surprised it took anywhere close to this long to happen.
Yeah, apparently he's been getting death threats for years, which yeah, that sounds about right. Um,
From the Religion of Peace.
mhm. Look at his hair. Look at that. Look at that
Love
hair.
that.
Oh my god. It's it's like he stopped caring. Like he knows it looks stupid, but he just doesn't care anymore. Yeah, so the raid apparently they raided him, which a lot of people think that raid at Mar-a-Lago had something to do with Alex Jones's one, his court case, but I don't think that's the case unless
I think
something
it was about
really.
January 6th, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about January 6th, and they also found nuclear documents, as in like literal stuff about nuclear defenses for America. And there's scuttlebutts going around that he was thinking of selling it to the Saudis, which
Holy shit.
yeah, that's a little thing called treason there, my friend. Yeah, like he is fucking absolutely
You
like useless.
get your ass directly in jail.
Look at that! Look at that! That
Look
what's
at
it?
those. Look at those. Look at his eyes. He's got like, oh shit, I'm fucked written in his eyes.
Some of the papers were marked top secret, only available special comfort facilities. I'm surprised they let him keep that shit when he left. File containing a list of move from Mar-a-Lago, information about the president of France, and a warrant search the palatial estate in Palm Springs. Okay. To
Palm
conceal
Beach.
Palm Beach, yeah. Uh,
Mhm.
Wade another White House run. Yeah, he's the. I could see him running only because, well, there's no one else in the Republican Party who has that level of clout. But I don't see him winning again. Uh, that notification there was literally just about the guy who got stabbed.
I'm not sure he's going to be not in jail by then.
You're giving the American justice system a little too much credit. Not like this has ever happened before. Not even it came close with
But that's my
Nixon.
point, though. That's my point. Like they've never gone this far before already, so why wouldn't they go the rest of the way?
Yeah, the big shock about it, um, they did it with only a brief warning to the Secret Service who got them that they're going to raid the place. Um, which is rare because like normally he would have gotten a notification, like someone would have probably driven up like the day before, but instead they just burst in through the door and his guards didn't shoot back. That's the only reason they told him, because of course the Secret Service, if they saw a bunch of people, even if it was clearly other agencies coming, yeah, they would have fired. It would have been a little bit of a civil war.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever actually going to go to jail, but wouldn't it be amazing if the first president to ever get thrown in jail was Trump?
I couldn't imagine that I couldn't imagine it ending on a better note, honestly. Like I couldn't see I
The only
couldn't
way it could have been
see
better is if it had happened while he was in his term still.
no literally I
Then
was
again,
wondering.
then it would have been Pence, and that would have been bad.
Yeah, I was actually thinking more along the lines of when when it was time for him to leave the White House, he didn't leave the White House. He literally grumpily locked himself in the Oval Office, and there was this footage of him getting dragged out by two burly guys in suits and just flung out onto the grass. And then just the doors get closed behind him.
Yeah. So what are these files you've downloaded at the bottom of the screen here?
Oh, those pictures. That had something to do with the thumbnail. Like Christ,
Okay.
they could have been anything. I'm just like, oh god, what are they? Oh right, yeah. Yeah.
Garland. Why is the villain from Final Fantasy 1 in the White House?
Good afternoon. Since I became Attorney General, I have made clear that the Department of Justice will speak through its court filings and its work. Just now, the Justice Department has filed a motion in the Southern District of Florida to unseal a search warrant and property receipt relating to a court-approved search that the FBI conducted earlier this week. That search was of premises located in Florida belonging to the former president. The department did not make any public statements on the day of the search. The former president publicly confirmed the search that evening, as is his right. Copies of both the warrant and the FBI property receipt were provided on the day of the search to the former president's counsel, who was on site during the search.
Why does this guy's microphone
The
look like a
search
giant
warrant was
coat hanger?
authorized by a federal court upon the required finding
No
of
more
probable
wire
cause.
hangers.
The property receipt is a document that federal law requires law
That's weird.
enforcement agents to leave with the property owner. The department filed the motion to make public the warrant and receipt in light of the former president's public confirmation of the search, the surrounding circumstances, and the substantial public interest in this matter. Faithful adherence to the rule of law is the bedrock principle of the Justice Department and of our democracy.
He looks like someone who should be like working in the government. He looks so bland. Like
He looks sad. Bland and
yeah.
sad.
Yeah. What would that be if you merged the two words
And
together?
tired.
Bland and sad. Yeah. That
Glad?
was,
I don't know.
He's blad. He's blad.
Upholding the rule of law means applying
what a
the
blad
law
old
evenly,
man.
without fear or favor. Under my watch, that is precisely what the Justice Department is doing. All Americans are entitled to the even-handed application of the law, to due process of the law,
Unless
and
you're
to the
black.
presumption of innocence.
Yeah.
Much of our work is by necessity conducted out
Or
of
a
the public
woman.
eye. We do that to protect the constitutional rights of all Americans and to protect the integrity of our investigations. Federal law, long-standing department rules, and our ethical obligations prevent me from providing further details as to the basis of the search at this time. There are, however, certain points I want you to know. First, I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter. Second, the department does not take such a decision lightly. Where possible, it is standard practice to seek less intrusive means as an alternative to a search and to narrowly scope any search that is undertaken.
Well, if they did that, then he would have just had time to destroy any incriminating documents. So they did the right thing by just knocking down the door once they knew there wasn't going to be any shooting. They did the right thing, but of course the Republicans are absolutely losing their minds over this. Well, not even the Republicans, just the right wing. But above all else, it's funny hearing them going like, if they could do this to the president, they could do this to anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, they've always been able to do this to anyone. That's not news in any way at all.
It's news to the white, wealthy Republicans who believe all this shit. Like, wait, this could happen to me? Yes, it could. Like, sorry, like, if this is how you're woken up. But here's the thing. I do actually think that are going to find something that's going to have Trump either in front of a judge or in front of like some sort of commission. And he's going to answer some questions, and it's just going to make it look all the worse because he's going to say this is never going to happen. And then when he's there, he's going to throw so many people under the bus. He's probably going to throw the Mike Pillow guy
Everybody.
under the bus. Yeah, Newsmax.
Every single
fucking-
person.
Yeah, like
He's going to walk into a room and throw the entire room under a bus.
You want Barron? You can have Barron. You know, like.
Mm-hmm.
He is
The only
just gonna
person
do
he
it.
won't throw under the bus is his daughter.
Yeah, you mean the mother of his child?
Yes.
Third,
The one he very much wants to
let
bang
me
and
address
maybe already
recent
has.
unfounded attacks on the professionalism of the FBI
That's
and
just
Justice Department
hearsay.
agents
But I hear it and I do say it.
and prosecutors.
Yeah.
I will not stand by silently when their integrity is unfairly attacked. The men and women of the FBI and the Justice Department are dedicated, patriotic public servants. Every day, they protect the American people from violent crime, terrorism, and other threats to their safety
I have to show
while
you his
safeguarding
response.
our civil rights. They do so at great personal sacrifice and risk to themselves.
Yay, that's all well and good. If something comes out of this, I'll be absolutely ecstatic, even if it only like just credits him even more, or like maybe he'll get blacklisted from.
They fine him for $50.
Can't put it past. Like I'm not gonna put it past them. Trump raid response.
Just a second, I thought you were going to say Shadow Legends.
Trump raid Shadow Legends. Trump raid tantrum is a spectacle you don't want to miss. I want to find it. He posted not a tweet, but on his knockoff. Whoa. Knockoff. We've been seeing a lot of boobs today. Let me check Twitter.
Indeed.
I saw a post from. A post from someone. Let me go and find it. Maybe did I retweet it? No, I didn't retweet it.
Yep.
Shit. If anyone has it, post up in the Discord. Trump's response to the Mel. Sinus Mel would have it. 'Cause I remember her. There she is. And it is. There it is. Well, it's for a response. Whoop. That's way too big for you guys. Second. Way too small for you guys. Give me a second. Just write it. Just right. There we go. I fixed it.
Where it is? Lots.
President Barack Hussein Obama kept 33. I'm not doing the voices. I'm too hot. 33 million pages of documents, much of them classified. How many of them pertain to nuclear? Word is lots.
What word? What word is your word that you said just now?
Well, the bird.
That's such a Trumpism right there. People are
Right.
saying this.
Many people. All right, fine. I'll do the voice. Many people are saying this. Many people. Huge amounts of people. No, that's
I like how he likes to make these official statements that are completely pointless.
Not just pointless. They sound like a child has typed them up when he was at one point the most powerful man on earth. Like that is so scary.
Look, FBI, this guy did it too.
Right? I don't want to play with you anymore, FBI. You're not cool.
He's taking his Big Mac and going home.
Right? As if he'd play with a ball that require effort.
Mm-hmm. He pays somebody to do that for him.
Let's get into some cooking, seeing that's meant to be the overall.
You know, the only way to get a YouTube a celebrity to notice you is if you start some sort of fight with him. So, hey, Bimbish.
Bimbish.
Me, you bald-headed.
Bimbish.
Bitch.
Wait.
What are you doing? Oh, this is the video doing this. Growing a mustache.
Bop, 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 bop.
Nice.
Good old Bimbish.
Bring it on, Bimbish.
Biddy with Babish. Ordinary Sausage calls Biddy with Babish a bald son of a bitch. Is this a follow?
It looks like laughing with Bloopy isn't taking the bait. We're just gonna move on to the next strategy of getting a YouTuber to notice you. Flattery. So flattery. I really like the way you blind airplane pilots with the sheen coming off of your head, you bald son of a... We are not done with this feud. I don't even care that he doesn't know we're in a feud. Bop, 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 bop.
It's like when people would go after like TJ or Jeff, and they have no idea who they are. You know, like, you're my mortal enemy. Who? What? Oh,
I bet they get that semi-regularly.
Yeah, there must be so many people who think they're like, I'll fucking have you, and like Billy's like, yeah, buddy. Ooh, Pokemon. You know, like he just wanders off to play Pokemon Go. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do think that like there are obviously like feuds. I mean, obviously there's tons of feuds with people, but like sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you think like if they didn't know who this person was, they'd have nothing going on in their lives whatsoever. Oh God, I am so bloody humid today. I do not like it. It's making my head all heady. Compared to normal. Okay, let's see. All right, Brendar, name me a dish you absolutely love. Absolutely.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much any kind of curry.
Okay. How about
Or a lot of them anyway.
chicken curry? Any of those there, jump out?
Yum.
I'm
I'm curious what Kerala style is.
Kerala style. Hey, it's Indian Babish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's this bald son of a bitch?
This, by the way,
What kind
is
of bald weirdo would cook curry anyway?
Shan Geo, 1.7 million subscribers. Okay.
I wonder what language that is in the title.
I think that's Malay, because it has Malay recipe here.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Written down.
Hang on. Malay writing.
Malaya.
Yeah. Well, at least it looks kind of similar.
Pretty cool looking. I like it.
Yeah,
It's different.
yeah. Has almost looks like musical notes, doesn't it?
Oh, August says that Trump made a campaign video as well.
Ooh, okay. Let's watch this one then.
He's discorded it to you.
Thank you, August. We'll check after this.
പലതരത്തിലുള്ള ചിക്കൻ കറികൾ നമ്മൾ കഴിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവാം. എന്നാൽ ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ തയ്യാറാക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് ബാച്ചിലേഴ്സിനും കുക്കിംഗ് പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നവർക്കും
You'll miss this good food when we get to colds.
വളരെ പെട്ടെന്ന് തയ്യാറാക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നതും
Oh,
ഈസി
yeah.
ആയിട്ട് തയ്യാറാക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നതുമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ബേസിക് ചിക്കൻ
We'll
കറിയാണ്.
bounce it.
Guys, my name is Shan Gio and welcome to the
I have a
ആദ്യമായിട്ട്
sort of
ഒരു
like
പാൻ
morbid
ചൂടാക്കി
curiosity to
അതിലേക്ക്
see
4
how
ടേബിൾ സ്പൂൺ
codes
എണ്ണ
would butcher
ഒഴിക്കുക.
something like
എണ്ണ
this.
നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമുള്ളത് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. ഞാനിവിടെ വെളിച്ചെണ്ണയാണ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. ഒരു ഫുൾ ചിക്കൻ ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ടാണ് ഇന്ന് ഈ കറി നമ്മളിവിടെ
Coconut oil, that's bad
ഞാൻ
for you.
ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ചിക്കൻ ക്ലീൻ ചെയ്ത് കട്ട് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ 1 കിലോ 200 ഗ്രാമോളം ഉണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾ
Weird, 'cause the
ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന
milk
ചിക്കൻ
is so
ഇതിനേക്കാൾ
good.
200 ഗ്രാം കൂടുതലോ 200 ഗ്രാം കുറവോ ആണെങ്കിലും
I think it's just a
ഏകദേശം
matter
ഇതേ
of what kind of
quantity
cholesterol is in
ingredients
it.
ഉപയോഗിച്ചാൽ മതിയാവും. എണ്ണ ചൂടായി കഴിയുമ്പോൾ തീ ഒരു മീഡിയം ടു ഹൈ ഫ്ലെയിമിൽ വെച്ച ശേഷം
A lot of
4 സവോള സ്ലൈസ് ചെയ്തത് ഇതിലേക്ക് ചേർക്കുക.
vegetable oils have the kind of cholesterol that's good for you, but I think coconut oil and maybe peanut, I think maybe.
Yeah, peanut, I think is,
I have the one that's bad.
അരച്ചത് ഇഞ്ചിയും വെളുത്തുള്ളിയും ചോപ്പ് ചെയ്തോ അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചതച്ചോ ചേർക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ സവോള ചേർക്കുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് നേരിട്ട് എണ്ണയിലേക്ക് ഇടുക. അതിനുശേഷം ഒരു 10-15 സെക്കൻഡ് നേരം ഇളക്കിയ ശേഷം സവോളയും മറ്റ് ഇൻഗ്രീഡിയൻസും ചേർക്കുക. ഇനി 1 ടീസ്പൂൺ ഉപ്പ് എപ്പോഴും മെഷറിംഗ് സ്പൂണിൽ അളന്ന് ചേർക്കാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുക. ഇനി ഇത് ഇളക്കി വഴറ്റിയെടുക്കുക. സവോള ഒരു ഗോൾഡൻ ബ്രൗൺ കളർ ആവുന്നത് വരെ വേണം വഴറ്റിയെടുക്കാൻ. ഇതായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇനി തീ ലോ ഫ്ലെയിമിലേക്ക് വെച്ച ശേഷം 1/4 ടീസ്പൂൺ മഞ്ഞൾപ്പൊടി, 2 ടേബിൾ സ്പൂൺ മല്ലിപ്പൊടി,
I would do that.
1/4 ടേബിൾ സ്പൂൺ മുളക് പൊടി,
He's got weird measuring
1
things.
ടേബിൾ സ്പൂൺ
Yeah, they're like
ചിക്കൻ
little
മസാല.
squares. Oh no, they're
ഇനി
bowls,
ഈ
but like
മസാല
square
റോ
bowls.
ഫ്ലേവർ ഒക്കെ ഒന്ന്
Yeah,
പോകുന്നത്
like
വരെ
little
1 മിനിറ്റ്
teeny
നേരം ഇളക്കുക.
spice bowls. I like it.
പിന്നീട് ഇതിലേക്ക് 1 തക്കാളി ചോപ്പ് ചെയ്തത്,
What? Girly
ക്ലീൻ
would
One
hate
to
this.
know.
ചിക്കൻ, വീണ്ടും 1/2 ടീസ്പൂൺ ഉപ്പ്.
More
നേരത്തെ
salt,
1
okay.
ടീസ്പൂൺ ഉപ്പാണ് നമ്മൾ ചേർത്തിരുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെ ടോട്ടൽ
It's a weird way to do the meat. Like, it's interesting that he didn't like sear the meat ahead of time.
ഹൈ ഫ്ലെയിമിൽ നന്നായിട്ട് ഇളക്കി യോജിപ്പിക്കുക.
I guess you don't need to with that many spices, though.
Right?
അതിനുശേഷം ഇതിലേക്ക് 1/2 കപ്പ് വെള്ളം ചേർക്കുക. എല്ലാം ഒന്ന് ഇളക്കി യോജിപ്പിക്കുക. തിളയ്ക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ തീ ഒരു മീഡിയം ഫ്ലെയിമിലേക്ക് സെറ്റ് ചെയ്ത ശേഷം അടച്ചു വെച്ച് ഏകദേശം 10 മിനിറ്റ് നേരം വേവിക്കുക. 10 മിനിറ്റിന് ശേഷം തുറന്ന് ഒന്ന് ഇളക്കുക. പിന്നീട് അടച്ചു വെച്ച്
I've never heard of closing and opening a lid before.
അങ്ങനെ ടോട്ടൽ
Really?
ഏകദേശം 20
I
മിനിറ്റോളം ആയി
know a few
കഴിയുമ്പോൾ
recipes
നമ്മുടെ
that do
ചിക്കൻ
that.
വെന്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ അല്പം
No,
നേരം
like
അടച്ചു
that
വെച്ച്
language.
വേവിക്കുക.
Like it's
അതിനുശേഷം ഇതിലേക്ക്
put the lid on or
കറിവേപ്പിലയും
remove the lid. It's not open and close the lid.
1/2 ടീസ്പൂൺ
Ah,
കുരുമുളക് പൊടിയും
Probably just a
ചേർത്ത്
translation.
ഇളക്കുക. എരിവ് കൂടുതൽ വേണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 1 ടീസ്പൂൺ
Some
വരെ
people just
ചേർക്കാവുന്നതാണ്.
Say it weirdly as well.
ചിക്കൻ കറി റെഡി ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. 1/2 മണിക്കൂർ നേരം വെച്ച് ടേസ്റ്റ് എല്ലാം ഒന്ന് ബാലൻസ് ആയതിനു ശേഷം മാത്രം വിളമ്പുക. ഇനി ഇതിനെ 1-2 കാര്യങ്ങൾ
I've heard people talking in like English speakers referring to opening and closing the lights.
കട്ടിയുള്ള തേങ്ങാപ്പാൽ കൂടി ചേർക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ ഇത് കുറച്ചുകൂടി ടേസ്റ്റി ആവും.
After my
കറിവേപ്പില കുറച്ചു മുമ്പ് നമ്മൾ ചേർത്തതിന് പകരമായിട്ട്
after my nan had her stroke, she uses called the TV the window. So she kept
Oh
on
my.
saying, go and have a go and show me the window. In other words, go and turn the TV on. Or
Strange.
I'm watching the window. Probably in her mind, the way like both were like square, and they showed you things.
Yeah.
So that's where her mind went. Yeah, strokes.
Also, I've never heard anybody say "show me the TV," so that's kind of weird too. Also, I like this recipe here.
ചെറിയുള്ളിയും
Yeah.
2 ഉണക്കമുളകും കൂടി എണ്ണയിൽ താളിച്ച്
You should, bookmark this guy, for later. I want to make this.
ഈ പറഞ്ഞ രണ്ടിന്റെയും കോമ്പിനേഷൻ
Shandio, you know what? Fuck it. He seems to be doing pretty well for himself and knows what's what.
Yeah.
തേങ്ങാപ്പാലും അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ താളിച്ചതും രണ്ടും ചേർക്കാവുന്നതാണ്.
തേങ്ങാപ്പാലിന് വേണ്ടി തേങ്ങ പിഴിഞ്ഞെടുക്കണമെന്നില്ല. നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ മാർക്കറ്റിൽ റെഡിമെയ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കോക്കനട്ട് മിൽക്കും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ കോക്കനട്ട് പൗഡറും ഒക്കെ കിട്ടും. അത് ഉപയോഗിച്ചാലും madi. ഇൻഗ്രീഡിയൻസിൽ ലിസ്റ്റ് ഞാൻ ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷനിൽ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
You need not use fresh coconut milk from a coconut. If you don't want to do it correctly.
I do enjoy trying to crack open a coconut. First time we did it over here, Metal Monkey and I just had to take a hammer to the damn thing. Then we just looked up online afterwards and saw there's like 50 easy ways of doing it.
Hammer sounds easy.
Oh, hammer was definitely fun, although we did it on the tiles and I was terrified if something went wrong. Nothing bad.
I bet.
Anyway, let's go and see what's you dropped off there. Podcast topics
Acosta?
and news. Yeah.
We are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation.
Oh, I've seen this.
I don't think I have.
We are a nation that has the highest inflation in over 40 years. Where the stock market
Oh, this is only 3 days ago.
First half of a year,
Yeah, they
more than 5 decades.
weren't quite sure to post it after he got raided, but
We are a nation that has the highest energy cost in its history, and we are no longer energy independent or energy dominant, which we were just 2 short years ago.
yeah, that happened under Obama, and then you squandered it, like you did so many other things.
We are a nation that is begging Venezuela and Saudi Arabia for oil.
You've always begged both of those countries
We
for
are a
oil.
nation that surrendered in Afghanistan, leaving
You tried to pull
behind
out?
its soldiers and American citizens and $85 billion worth of the finest military equipment in the world. We are a nation that allowed Russia to devastate a country, Ukraine.
You called him a really good guy and used to hang out with him. So what's going on here? Like,
killing hundreds of
all these things are his fault.
Only get worse. We're a nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never before.
Is it just me, or is it really weird that this is in black and white?
Yeah, the actual quality of it's pretty decent.
Fake news is about all you get.
It's decent quality, but it's also like... It's like he's releasing some sort of like dark thriller movie or something.
Holy shit!
I say right as somebody gets stabbed.
Well, I guess we get a stabbing anyway.
We're a nation that is allowing Iran to build a massive nuclear weapon, and China to use the trillions and trillions of dollars it's taken from the United States.
You gave them trillions.
We are a nation that over the
Biden's just been told he can't have another ice cream cone.
Oh man.
I wanted it. Come on, Jack.
Maybe he's just concentrating really hard on not farting on microphone again. Remember that?
Yeah. Or falling down.
That was amazing.
Or falling down a flight of, falling up a flight of stairs, getting on the plane.
I just love the guy that was interviewing him when he farted, how he refused to pretend that it didn't happen. He's just like, wait, what?
We cannot climb. There is no summit we cannot reach. There is no challenge we cannot meet. There is no victory we cannot have. We will not bend. We will not break. We will not yield. Ever, ever.
What's he doing with his mouth?
We will never give in.
Yeah.
And we will never, ever back down. We will never let you down. As long as we are confident and united, the tyrants we are fighting do not stand even a little chance. Because we are Americans, and Americans kneel to God and God alone. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again.
And then he gets arrested.
Not why.
Womp, 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 womp. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just thinking of
Trump.
like that thing where it's like do 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 do
Oh,
do.
arresting of develop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, we need to ruin our mind, because that curry sounded really nice. So King Cobra,
It did. So
we have to counter.
I was just about to say Cobes. Yep.
Oh well, obviously. Let's see if he posted anything new food wise. No, we're not watching.
I'm curious
that.
what this apology is about as well, though.
It's all right. Fine. Let's hear it.
Going on YouTube, I'm here to make a very sincere and quick apology
Real men don't
to
apologize.
my fans and to Courtney.
Yes, they do. Don't be toxic.
Sent me the phone. I lied about how my phone broke on social media, and honestly, I'm done breaking my phones, dude. I swear to Lucifer, like, this feeling I feel right now, and dragging one of my favorite artists into the lie didn't make me feel any better either. You know, what guilt tripped me about that was
So, how did you break
all the
it?
people on Facebook going, start a GoFundMe or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you know, when my album sells out, I'll have enough money for another phone, but that's beside the
Album
point.
sells, huh?
I'd like to apologize for lying to my fans, both on YouTube and Facebook, about my phone, and to Courtney, because you went out of your way to dig it out of your drawer and send it to me and everything.
Come on.
What really happened was I lost my temper over a text-to-speech, and long story short, I smashed my phone against my computer desk so hard that it went like that, and then when I tried to like straighten it back out, it made the screen crack even more, and then
He's chimped out. He went full goblin mode.
Yep.
And his poor phone paid the price.
yeah. Honestly, I'm
All
done
right.
breaking my
Yeah.
phones.
Well, now
All right, let's find some cooking.
Yeah. Joe Cash, do hair dye, PayPal.
I love his terrible video titles.
Yeah, kind of reminds you a lot of Mathers the Fourth. Way like his way they look.
Oh yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. Cheese goodness? Yes, we gotta start with this.
And how he doesn't know how to use capital letters.
Ugh.
Was this one of these things where he does just like a bowl of melted cheese with nothing else in it? Oh, that ASMR.
These headphones are disturbingly good.
Oh yeah.
Get that cheese in your ears.
Melted cheese.
Hope you like cheese, everyone.
I prefer a little bit of context with my cheese.
All those nacho cheese Doritos. All that melted gooey.
Oh, he's got Doritos in here again. Of course he does.
They're probably so soggy. What's the point of Doritos if it's not crunchy?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Like the only thing they're good at is being crunchy.
I don't know. They taste good.
It depends. I mean, there's a reason.
Probably
why
won't
they are.
in this way though.
Assholes. Look at it. I want you.
I am gonna make some cheesy potatoes after this, and now I'm gonna use far less cheese.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it, goddamn.
It's guilted me into being like less liberal with my cheese block. Ugh.
Ah, the maw of madness. It's not just me, right? This man has a giant mouth.
Oh, huge! It's like he has an above his jaw, his head is like normal shaped, but then his bottom half is just bizarrely inflated, like a cartoon character. When he opens, it goes like this. He talks with his mouth far too much. I don't know how he can.
He's a Wallace and Gromit character in real life.
Right. Oh god. Yeah, he's like Wallace and Gromit. Yeah.
See? God, these characters are so ugly.
That was their charm, though. It does the exact opposite with the Cobes. I don't know. Gromit was cool looking.
I don't know which one's which.
Wallace is the dude. Gromit's the dog.
Mm.
Come on, Gromit. Ooh, Wensleydale. Oh, and there's
Wensleydale is one of the most British names to ever exist.
And it's a cheese. If I'm right, Wensleydale cheese only really skyrocketed after Wallace and Gromit became big because everyone wanted it after they hear it in the movies and such.
People are sheep.
Yeah. In all fairness, I don't think I've ever seen Wensleydale cheese.
And I'm glad I'm not people.
Oh, Wensleydale, Wallace and Gromit. The AI is learning.
It's listening to your microphone.
Probably is, in all fairness. Wensleydale, this is the what? This is the. Show me the actual. The Wensleydale cheese. Yeah, from Wensleydale, creamy had fallen so low that the product, the last dairy itself, was at risk of being suspended. Thanks to the popular Wallace and Gromit clay animations short A Grand Day Out, The Wrong Trousers, and A Close Shave, the company survived. Yeah, I remember hearing about this.
You know what? Good for them.
Yeah.
I've never had this kind of cheese, so I don't even know what it's
very
like.
Creamy. Yorkshire Wensleydale. Yeah, it looks like it'd be a bit of a spreadable cheese, but not so soft. Oh, there's it infused with cranberries.
Yeah, I think in the cheese shop sketch is the first time I'd ever heard of it.
If I ever get a chance, I'll try it. Yeah, when Curse of the Were-Rabbit came out, Wensleydale cheese increased by 23% sales of it. It's on a knife edge in terms of reliability, but it's good that it's still going.
Yeah.
Let's see, does he make anything, or is it just him eating? That's the latest stuff.
That was just him eating cheese for no reason.
Yeah. Well, we know why.
I'm afraid of his wet and juicy.
Yeah, I don't want to. Food hacking leftovers. Ooh. All right.
Oh wait, food hack part 2.
That's shorter, yeah.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Well, that also, and it's the actual making of, not just like an aftermath.
The ponchos loaded.
Well, that's really quiet.
Chimichanga.
There you go.
Part 1. You know what's up? So part 2, we're gonna eat it like a beast.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the way around.
Fuck that fork. Hold up. Hold the fucking phone.
Oh, look at him! Look at him!
Fuck me, that's good. Oh, fuck me, that's good. Oh my fucking god, you too.
Just the mouth coming down at the camera.
Oh god, it's like watching a horse eat an apple.
Yes.
It's just, his fucking lips, man. Like, oh. And here's one plus. If this goblin-looking motherfucker can get laid, you can get laid.
He can't.
Out there.
He can't.
He did in the past. So he's not a virgin.
Well, yeah, but he was far less goblin back then.
He had some strong goblin traits.
Not like now.
Oh god, no! This is what happens when you leave a This is what happens when you leave a Furby in a closet for like a month. You know, like...
Yeah, no, he was just like proto goblin back then.
Yeah, he was he was like a level 1 goblin.
Like what's that one ex he's always complaining about? Steph something or other?
I think so, yeah.
Not the Steph in our chat right now, but the one that does the good cooking videos. When she was with him, like he was looking way better back then. Like he was still a semi-rational human being back then before he became a massive alcoholic.
Look at the paint on his fingers. It looks like a little Hitler mustache. Oh god, like I think this is just what happens when you he's been left alone. All he can do is just get drunk and stuff his face because he can't meet anyone, and his friends have become very few and far between. Like he used to have like a posse, and now they're all gone.
Yeah, drove them all off probably.
Probably, although a lot of them seemed really unstable as it is. Maybe they all went way of the dodo.
And also, just real quick for PP Gate, emotional damage. Is what this video is giving us.
That's good. Oh, fuck me, that's good. Oh my fucking god, you too. You too.
You too.
You too.
Oh my god. Look at that. Look at it. Cross section.
Look at my mouth damage.
Alright. You're gonna bite.
Here comes the horse apple again.
It's just pure lard and gristle and cheese. And the thing is, I've heard people, like very well-to-do chefs and cooks, and say that if they were really depressed and really drunk, all this food would look amazing. Yeah, that's kind of a warning sign, don't you think?
Oh my god, that gives me an amazing idea. Should we find the video where Cobes is actually cooking this and then send that to Babish?
Oh Jesus, that could work. I don't know if he'd look at. I don't know if he'd respond, but it's it's definitely worth a shot. Let's have a look over at the video itself, the making of, and then we'll
What up, you?
Oh, and we'll also send it to Ordinary Sausage Guy.
I was thinking,
I don't know
could you make a sausage out of this?
We got our pan turned onto a medium.
I don't know if he's ever given out a name other than just Mr. Sausage or whatever, but
On his Twitter, it's just Ordinary Sausage.
Put it in there.
yeah.
Yeah, we need a shit ton of butter for our little deal here.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I know someone actually who might be very curious about this. Actual Jake. He often does stuff for on Lord of Patriarchy when he does his terrible cooking stuff. Jake breaks down the video and being like, okay, this is terrible. What you do is, and then he gives like a much nicer, healthier, better tasting version of the dish. Like he could look at Cobes' food and be like, the principle is solid, but you're gonna have to replace every ingredient. You know?
Here's how you fix this. Number
Right.
1, don't microwave your egg.
Number 2. Also, this isn't so much the cooking stuff, but dude, get a tripod.
Pan of that. Big old scoops of country crock.
Stop doing close-ups on your weird goblin horse mouth.
Now we got that in there.
That's a lot of fucking butter. Holy shit.
And he's using a metal fork on the pan.
Bud Light.
Oh no!
Well, it's a cast iron skillet. It's okay if he's using a fork.
Now we're gonna take some leftover ponchos and we're gonna make a bomb-ass burrito out of it.
Well, we
Now,
saw what
the
it
burrito
ended up
I have
being.
is a California burrito,
Yeah.
which
You can
consists
use
of
metal
all the
stuff
good
in
stuff
your
like
pan
steak,
as long as your pan doesn't have a non-stick coating on it.
sour cream.
That's true, yeah.
But I do it up and I have them add beef, bacon, extra cheese, and guacamole for what I like to call a Viva La Mexico burrito, and it is simply the fucking dankest burrito at Ponchos. I don't care what anyone says. All right. But now...
Do
we
people
have it in our
complain
bag.
about it? Is that why he's
And
saying
we're
this?
gonna fry the burrito up in this
Probably.
buttery goodness. Kind of chimichanga it a little bit. Yeah.
He thinks he's
To
dead.
be fair, he did say that he was going to use a lot of butter, but holy shit, that's a lot of butter. Look at that. It's butter soup.
And that's also Bud Light as well.
We definitely got enough butter for our pan.
Oh, of course it is.
Close up of the
I missed
grind.
that moment.
Not a sponsor.
Where's the Mountain Dew?
YouTube. It came with some sauces, but we're gonna wait till the end to put those on there. You feel me, YouTube? All right.
Remember, he uploaded this in its entirety. He didn't do any editing. No one's forcing him to film like this. He does this to himself.
I don't know that he knows how to edit.
I think if there was an auto
Alright, we're
edit
gonna need some
feature, he'd still not do it.
Look at the size of this fucking burrito, YouTube. It's ridiculous.
Well, I would love to
Okay,
see
you
it, man.
that?
Maybe
YouTube. Let me show you
Look
the
at this
good
thing you
pan.
can't
Look at
see.
that. Look at
okay, you can just see the little top of it.
that fucker, dude. Hold
The
on,
big
let me
burrito.
put this-
All right, thank you for showing us 20% of the burrito.
It's that
That
huge.
is a burrito. Okay, you see this motherfucker?
Okay, that's a good size.
Yeah.
That's what she said, but not about Cobes.
I was gonna say he's never heard that in his life.
Seal hat right there. I'm gonna stick it in there like that.
I mean, obviously, no, he
hold it down
didn't
on
say
the
it to
seal
Cobes
so it
because
seals up.
girls don't talk to Cobes anymore.
Well, he
Now, the
still
goal
has
for
female
this-
friends
the burritos.
online.
Or the
I watched him.
Oh yeah,
go-
the weird junkies that he shows on video sometimes.
right, or the spiritualist girl who was talking to him on like a group chat call during the monthly uploads, and he was talking about.
I don't remember her.
Yeah, I think her name's Crystal with a K, and she's very, very sort of spiritual. She was talking about ghosts and things like that to him. She seemed very hip, out of touch hippie girl vibe.
Last time I saw him hanging out with a female friend, it was some lady that looked like she was 30 years older than him.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. She's the one who also filmed making fun of the Christians at the street corner, and then he found that so funny that he had to make a whole video on it.
You know, nice and golden brown. So I'm gonna try to
Let me just touch this scalding hot pan with my fingers.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is
Do you not have tongs or
Yes,
decent
spatula.
spatula?
leftover Mexican food, fry it up in a pan with some
God,
butter and some beer, and you know.
Oh yeah, beer. Yeah, you need beer.
Like
when
honestly,
you're-
turning a burrito in a pan like this is probably not a spatula job. At least not until it's like been seared closed. But
I was
you
gonna
know,
say
a pair of tongs would have been good.
Chimichanga, that bitch.
chimichanga.
Also, PPG, how dare you put those words in my mouth?
Yeah.
No one wants anything from Cobes in their mouth.
No.
I'll hold it down flat on the seal so it doesn't fall apart.
Although I like Monty's idea of taking Cobes cooking videos and fixing them.
Right?
Mm.
I have to say though, I wish I could enjoy food as much as he does. I've never seen him eat any food. Every food he's ever had, he loves.
That's true. Maybe he just doesn't bother showing us the ones that he didn't like so much.
But no, that would require a level of
Self-awareness?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to fucking rotate and flip in the pan.
Also, since he's doing all this shit live most of the time.
Try not to break it open.
Well, he wasn't here.
Actually, I don't know if I don't think he does these ones live though, does he?
No, I think he used to, and then he just kind of stopped. Probably because Texas Speech was criticizing every single thing he did.
Yeah. Do you think? Do you think he
put it
does some other
closer.
ones that turn out?
Put a beer on top.
Do you think he does some other ones that turn out so shitty that even he's just like, nah, I'm not going to upload this.
I guarantee it.
This food was crap.
I swear to Christ, I wouldn't be surprised if he just like one day, like he just burned everything, and he still tried to eat it, but after he got sick, he couldn't eat just the charcoal that was left.
Yeah.
Or maybe he dropped the plate.
Also, is it just me, or is it weird that he's got this thing propped up on top of his elements rather than just having it on like a countertop?
Right.
Okay, you might need to use a fork for this.
Okay.
Also, why is he even using this thing rather than just
shit.
using a pan on the element itself?
There we go.
I don't understand why he's doing it this way.
Alright.
What even is that thing?
You got a method for flipping it.
An electronic skillet?
Why?
We cook our burrito in this buttery goodness. We want the shell to have a nice.
Did he break his stove?
I was gonna say maybe he broke the stove.
Because I'd believe that if you told me that.
Maybe it's a gas and he couldn't afford it anymore. It's been cut off.
No, that's clearly electric.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that, even though I was saying shit and SSD wasn't working.
I like how this cooking video has gone several minutes with us not being able to see what he's cooking.
That's enough beer for our burrito. Perfect amount.
No,
The perfect
zero.
amount of beer for a burrito is none.
Zero. Yeah, exactly. You have it with the burrito, and you drink something that isn't Bud Light.
Also, I'm curious to know, this is about cooking leftovers. How did he have an entire massive burrito as a leftover?
I think he was combining the burrito with something else. I'm just wondering.
But no, like
Yeah.
He had a whole burrito as leftovers. Like, did he buy 2 burritos and eat one and keep the other one for the next day or something?
I think so, maybe. That's probably the most logical idea. What I'm wondering about is he is like putting his phone so close to that thing. I would be freaking the fuck out.
How does he not have butter grease all over the screen?
Yeah, there should just be like a smear over the camera everywhere.
And also, you make a good point that what I suggested is the most logical thing, and therefore it can't possibly be what's happening.
Let it do its thing.
He just looks at it. Yeah, I'm a real chef.
Also, I always cringe when I watch people cooking with their rings on and stuff.
Gotta periodically flip it and rotate.
Yeah.
It's like, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to clean later.
Just have a layer of like sludge all over the rings.
YouTube, and then shows up.
By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you can, don't forget to check out the doobly-doo down there below for Discord, Twitter, friend our stuff, and our stream goal. Anything given, greatly appreciated. Not required, though.
Yeah, August, subscribe already.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're never around, but I mean, come on. At least give us a pity subscription.
Burrito.
Right?
We're deep frying her up.
We need to feel that love when that number goes up.
A little bit of serotonin.
Shit.
I've never seen a cooking video with this little visible food in it before.
I'll take your word that it's turning out pretty great. Although by the sound of it isn't. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit. Turning out pretty good.
I love how it's just tipping from time to time.
Not
like
quite
it's a
going
wonky table.
And I'm not liking this.
Because it's not on the countertop like it should be. Does he just not have a countertop?
Might have to pull it off a little bit earlier than I wanted to.
Does he have to do his food prep on the stove before he turns the stove on?
He has spent a fortune on all manner of shit. He couldn't
I
have
might be
gotten
able
a
to say it.
tripod for his fucking camera.
If I don't fucking complete it like I
Right.
wanted to, I'll just delete the fucking video and then I won't post it.
Imagine if he got a hold of like a GoPro or something.
Whoa, he answered one of our questions. He said that if it doesn't turn out good, I just won't post it. So he does throw away some videos. I want to see those failures. Oh, how horrific must they be? That even Cobes.
Right?
I bet he still eats them, but he's ashamed of it, and he starts crying as he's wolfing down the weird stuff.
Considering the shit he posts is what he considers to be a success.
I'm sure people have told him. I'm sure real chefs have talked to him. I'm sure tons of people have thrown out tons of suggestions that he just doesn't care.
Ignored every single one of them.
He's like a kid. He's been told to do something, so he's going to do the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
It's not crisping up like I was hoping. Turn the heat up a little bit.
Oh, that's why it's blackened all over when he's finally cooked it.
I shouldn't use that end for it. And I dropped the fork. Son of a bitch.
Oh, goblin mode rising. Oh god, the thing's moving. How do you even put it on a level surface?
You could have like folded out some paper towel to put underneath the high leg there.
Oh, grease is popping. Yeah, that chimichanga'd up. I got the burrito grilled up, so we might be able to save this. It might turn out decent enough, YouTube. It's starting to chimichanga up, so maybe it's not the complete.
What does that even mean?
Yo.
I don't think even he knows. He just thinks it sounds good.
Looking sexy in there. Yeah, that's a nice crispy shell.
So his food hack is
That's
just
what I was going for.
reheat your burrito by deep frying it in a
Not all of it's going to be
bucket of butter.
Kind of starting to fall apart
and beer.
That's kind of my bad.
And beer.
Whatever, dude.
I'm not sure that counts as a food hack.
Chimichanga it up a bit.
Shall we skip?
Yeah, sure. Skip till he's got it on the plate there.
Just enough to get it lightly crispy. Okay.
You know, that's not a bad amount of
Now we're
blackening.
gonna add some stuff
That's
to it.
acceptable.
That's like a
Borderline.
giant potato croquette.
Like, it's a bit much, but
Yeah.
maybe
We're gonna
borderline
sprinkle
edible.
on some of that cheese, some of that.
Of course we
nice,
are.
Sharp cheddar cheese.
Cheddar, because
All right, on
that's
top of
what
our
pushed the
chimichanga.
alcohol.
You know, if you'd had this thing lying on the, like, sitting out rather than taking it out of the fridge, it probably would have melted better on this thing.
Throw it on there.
Yep.
Just throw it on there, man. Don't give any fucks. Just throw
Dude.
Mhm.
We all. First of all, you've never given a single fuck in your life. Second of all, we all know you keep taking the cheese out in bits. If the camera wasn't there, the whole pack would be on top of this.
throw the cheese on there, man.
I disagree.
Put that
Only
cheese on
because when has that ever gotten him to show
there.
any
You know what I'm
restraint
saying?
before?
Just throw the goddamn cheese on
True.
there. Just show no mercy. Throw some cheese on top of that bitch.
Although if he did, he
Look
could
at
have like an
that.
extra layer of
All
just
that cheesy
cheese
goodness.
sprinkled around it.
That'll melt to the burrito.
Well, he would do that if he felt like it anyway.
Yeah. You gonna eat some? Oh no.
He's
That
never
gets-
held back because there's a camera on before.
And then last but not least, we're gonna take some Doritos.
I've seen his dick at least 3 times.
Of course,
This is true.
Doritos!
Top of our cheese.
Motherfucker.
All we need is a fucking.
Oh, chimichanga.
All we need is.
Do you ever make anything without
Mountain Dew.
Doritos? Yeah.
Doritos?
That's the only thing that was missing.
It's like me and garlic. You know, like I use garlic for nearly everything.
Yeah, but that's reasonable.
Right?
Actually, I think
Nacho cheese.
I think what he does is it's either beer or Mountain Dew. I don't think he typically does both, does
He
he?
has done both. He actually makes his drink of choice is a combination of those two things.
Yeah, but that's drinks. That's not cooking.
That's
A
true.
little bit. Crunch them up. Put them on
When he's
top.
cooking, it's one or the other, but almost always one or the other. Like it's.
Doritos.
I don't know if he's ever
Light
skipped
sprinkle.
both.
Ugh. There's like 3 days
The
worth
right
of calories
sprinkle.
in that. America has an obesity
Probably 5
problem.
days for me.
Just enough to coat it.
Like I'm at least mildly
Now we're gonna
dieting.
stick it
This
in
is
the
5 days
microwave.
of calories for me.
Melt the cheese all over the top of our chimichanga here, whatever you want to call it, food hack.
Oh, into the
Get that
microwave.
cheese nice and gooey.
See, this step is unnecessary. Just leave the cheese on the counter while you're cooking, and
and
sprinkle it on as soon as you take that sucker out of the pan.
Oh.
It'll still have enough heat in it to melt it, the cheese. You don't have to microwave shit.
Oh, that's beautiful looking. Okay. Now
Ugh.
want to watch it
I
like
don't remember the last time I
so
used a
the cheese gets
microwave
nice
for
gooey,
anything.
gooey.
It's
Please,
been
please,
years.
Squeeze me, yes, please.
Uh,
Some hot sauce.
I
I don't even
use-
reheat things in the microwave. I use like a frying pan to reheat things.
Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I use the microwave. I wouldn't exactly say the best food in the world comes out of a microwave. So, in fact, our one's getting really old. I think it might. It came with the apartment. It might be ready to be thrown on the fire.
Or if it's something like reheating pizza, I'll use the oven. But the key to reheating pizza in the oven is you sprinkle just a little bit of water on it before you put it in to sort of combat the dehydration you're going to get from it. It won't dry up as much. No offense to anyone. What?
Throwing shade at Taco Bell. That's what he was doing.
Who's going to be offended by that? Everybody throws shade at Taco Bell. It's like a national pastime in America.
And yet it still is one of the most, if not the most popular fast food chain in America. It's kind of like the way the British do
it's a guilty pleasure thing.
Yeah. Like the way the British do with Rustler Burgers or Pot Noodle.
Do you guys still have Wimpy's?
No.
I've never eaten at Wimpy's, but it was a thing the last time I was in England.
It's gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous.
Remember Little Chef? They're gone now. Oh god. It looks like a Yule log, but he's put cheese on it.
Drizzle it on top.
Is the Yule log something that gets dropped by the reindeer on your rooftop?
Don't play with me.
If that fell on the rooftop, it would look like that picture you showed me of going through the wall.
Yeah.
Get on there. Okay, there we go. Beautiful.
Okay, Cobes. So yeah, that's Cobes' latest monstrosity. We saw him take a bite out of it the other.
We saw him horse apple that thing. Oh God.
Ooh, perfect timing. Now we can watch.
This episode is sponsored by Ancho Reyes Chili Liqueur.
Hey.
Spicy spirit made in Puebla, Mexico. Ancho Reyes original chili liqueur is made from sun-dried ancho peppers. Perfect for adding spice and smoke to your next cocktail. Later in the episode, I'll be mixing it up in a spicy margarita to pair with today's topic, empanadas. You can find Ancho Reyes at your local liquor store.
I made empanadas
or
once.
In the video description. Let's get down.
They're a pain in the ass. Tasty, but they're a pain in the ass. It's a lot of work. Anything dumpling related is a bit of a pain in the neck.
All right, so lots of different countries and cultures lay claim to their own version of the empanada. So I'm going to go ahead and not try to nail any of those and stick with what I'm familiar with, what you can get from a New York City street cart. We're starting off with the dough, which is a simple one, 500 grams of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, which we're going to mix together just to make sure that it's slightly mixed together. And then adding 60 grams of lard, butter, oil, or the other room temperature fat of your choice, which you want to kind of press and rub between the grains of flour until it resembles sort of a damp sand. The faster you move your hand around and squeeze the flour, the more it looks like you know what you're doing.
Now I want to see
Cobes
making
225, 275 grams of hot water, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We're mixing this together.
Yeah, because he's fucking up so bad. He'd probably just be in the corner covered in flour crying.
1 minute, just
that would
until
be
no
funny.
Dry patches of flour remain.
He doesn't know how anything works.
Cover it with a second larger bowl or plastic wrap for 20 to 30 minutes at room temperature. This is going to give the flour time to properly hydrate and make sure that we have a dough with the right consistency, which, unbeknownst to me, this one is not. So I ended up overworking it, kneading it for about 6 minutes or until it had well-developed gluten, before plopping it back in my bowl combo, and so boldly attempting to fry. I'd used 250 grams of hot water, and in my case, the dough was underhydrated. I'm only showing
I was in a cafe a few weeks ago, and his soundtrack was playing.
Pause.
Yes.
Pause him while you're talking, please. What?
Okay. I was in a cafe a few weeks ago, and his soundtrack started playing, and I'm like, "Oh, you watched Babish?" And they had no idea who I was talking about. So I'm guessing they just heard the music and liked it.
After frying at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 to 5 minutes, they look like shiny yellow alien eggs. The dryness of the dough putting highlights on my errors in crimping, and the profound gluten development refusing to allow the dough to playfully puff. So after a second batch that I did in a stand mixer because I'm lazy, this time trying 275 grams of water and much less kneading time, for a soft, pliable, impressionable dough that we're going to divide into 16 even pieces that we're going to roll out into rounds before filling, crimping, and frying. And as you can see, these guys develop a tiny
It's
crystalline...
interesting he doesn't show the filling step.
Yeah, and this has been reminding me. There's a dish I had in Budapest when I was over there years ago, and it's basically these but bigger. Like I forget what they're called. Oh, they were so greasy. They were so goddamn greasy, but it was just like this. It was really nice tasting.
He's doing it a bit differently than mine too. Like mine were cooked in an oven rather than deep fried.
Crispiness. So now that we got our dough down, let's talk.
His are probably better.
First up and most common is
Oh, there you go. He was just making the dough first.
the beef and hard-boiled egg filling. We're starting by sautéing some onions in some neutral flavored oil.
Oh, okay, I see.
Sauté pan. 3 to 5 minutes over medium heat.
It's one of those jumping back and forth in
and
the timelines type
before adding
things.
a couple cloves of crushed garlic, letting that receive only a 30-second kiss from the heat of the flame before adding 1 pound of ground round, browning until lightly browned. Once hardly any pink spots remain, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of freshly ground annatto seeds because I can't find my pre-ground ones, sifting through refined
I don't know what that
so we
is.
don't end up with any pebbles, and either substituting or augmenting with sweet, smoky, or spicy paprika. Season to taste with salt and pepper as the beef finishes cooking. Kill the heat.
Okay, that's definitely then the same as the one from Budapest because they add paprika to every single thing. Even their
And
coffee.
add 2
Even their
chopped
ice
boiled
cream.
eggs. Stir to combine, and there you have it, our beef and egg filling. Next up, a chicken and red pepper filling, which normally utilizes poached chicken. I like to more gently poach my chicken by butterflying it
chicken?
thinly and placing in a saucepan full of
Yeah.
Why?
boiling water just removed from the heat. Cover and let sit for about 18 minutes or until the chicken comes up to temp. Shred and set aside while we begin once again sauteing half an onion. Once that gets a little color on it, we're going to add half a chopped red bell pepper, sauteing together for a few more minutes or until both vegetables are soft. Then I'm grating in 3 cloves of garlic because I misplaced my crusher, sauteing together for an additional 30 seconds before adding 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, along with 1 teaspoon of ground cumin and 1.5 teaspoons of dried oregano. Toast these guys together for another 30 seconds or so just to wake up the food flavors. Add the poached chicken along with a little splash of the cooking water optionally, and once again the paprika of your choice. Give everybody a little mix and allow to cook for 1 to 3 minutes just to let the flavors meld, seasoning the taste with kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper before returning once again to the filling station. Empanadas are pretty much just turnovers, so place a couple tablespoons of filling in the middle of a dough round, moisten half of the outside edge with a wetted finger, and pinch tightly to seal shut. Then come
I see what you mean. It's so many steps.
This is
the
a.
option to either crimp with a fork or
It's not
opt
just
for
the
the more
steps, it's this
traditional
part
and
here.
recognizable empanada crimp,
It's having
which sort of
to
repeatedly folds
close
up
your
into
little pastries up afterwards. That's time consuming and a
twists
bit of a
over
pain in the
previous
butt.
Fold, a process that I'm
See how long it's
admittedly
taking him to do
not
just
really the best
one?
at. Luckily, this dough is pretty forgiving once it gets out of the
This
fry
is the
oil.
step that
Rinse
I
and
hate.
repeat, of course, with the chicken filling, and optionally
rest of it's
you can
fine.
do a cheese and guava filling. Simply stack a slice of guava paste and queso blanco for a more unique fruit and cheese flavored entrant in the empanada community. Whatever you stuff them with, make sure that
Entrant.
they are crimped up double tight before frying at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes, or until lightly golden brown, deliciously puffed, and a shatteringly glassy crisp
That looks good,
exterior
though.
over a
Yeah.
playfully stretchy and chewy interior. Plate up and serve with your favorite salsa, sour cream, hot sauce, whatever. Now all these guys need, especially if you're entertaining, is a delicious cocktail. So to go with our empanadas, we're going to make a classic margarita.
I'm just
with
a little
spicy
confused
twist.
about the
In
poached
addition to
chicken.
2 ounces of high quality tequila.
Guess it adds to the texture. Gives it something.
We're adding 1 ounce of Ancho Reyes,
leaves it
original
softer,
chili
maybe.
liqueur, and the juice of 1 lime to a cocktail shaker. Then to complement the spiciness, we're going with a sugar rim instead
But
of
you'd
salt
get
rim.
like
Then we're giving our
minimal
cocktail a
chicken flavor that
spirited
way, but maybe
shaking.
that's what he wants.
So to speak, garnishing our prepared rocks glass with a lime
Right, like
twist,
maybe the other
strained
things are the
cocktail
star
over
of
ice.
the-
And there you
I
have
was
it, the
thinking
cocktail
flavor.
that is
so
easy
much.
to make as it is spicy and complex. Thanks again to Ancho Reyes.
It's kinda like that
Chili
other
Liqueur
guy
for
who-
sponsoring today's
Had all of his vegetables and spices going for his curry and then just put the chicken right in.
Yeah.
Similar idea there, I think.
Ooh, I've been feeling ill all day. Ooh, hit me kind of hard. Stomach ache. But, well, we don't have much longer to go. We've only got another half hour, so I'm okay.
Please refrain from saying that it is getting you hard, okay?
It is doing the opposite of that. I am longing for death. Or at least to make my tummy ache not so tummy ache. Oh well, seeing that he's on the thumbnail, Do you remember Dave's Kitchen? Dave's
No.
Cooking Show, rather. A lot of many.
I do not.
This is if I'm right, this is this is what's his name? The Lord of Patriarchy. But he has a side show called Dave's Cooking Show, and he.
Why do I know that name?
You'll probably recognize the face. Geek Room goes after him a lot. Opium and Animancer did. Actual Jake goes after him. They have a big old feud. So, what one's jumping out at you?
Oh, French onion burger.
Oh.
Upper right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's this guy.
Yeah,
War Corpse.
That's right.
All right,
Oh,
welcome to today's
fuck.
cooking show, and today we have got a super simple burger for you.
Wait a
You know
minute,
what?
he can sound like a normal person?
You know, he reminds me of some alternate reality TJ that just did really bad in life. He just got like
This is the first, yeah. Just without the success. But I mean, this is the first time I've heard this guy speak, and it wasn't just like Chaos Goblin screeching.
Also, let's see if he famously can't hold his beer can right. Like he does it in a really weird way. But let's see if he's learned since then.
Oh, has he been hanging out with Cobes?
A little.
Because Cobes
No,
can't eat a burger right.
Right. I have to say, I think he's actually gotten fatter. When was this? Oh, 2016. Oh, okay.
So simple, doesn't really require any seasoning. Why? Your seasoning's in this. This is the French onion
Such
burger.
a miserable bastard.
What we're gonna do to start this
All right,
off,
we need a seasoned or unseasoned segment on this.
3 quarter-pound patties. These are freshly ground
Everybody vote in
patties.
chat.
They come out to about 80-20, maybe a
Not
little
yet,
more,
though, as
maybe
we
a little
go.
less. I ground them myself out of a chuck roast. Where the hell is my spatula?
Why is he doing this outside?
Press the burgers out thin. They'll retain that
Also, notice the lighting changes when he's there. It's like it looks later in the day, but then back there earlier it looked brighter. Like
shape that you want.
Gotta
They
do
won't
with the
ball up. You know, you
angle,
go to
I
that
guess.
Barbecue with your uncle, and the burgers are about that fucking thick because he didn't bother to put a divot or a
Why
rivet
is
or
it-
something in them. Or in
Why
the
is
attempt
this
to keep them
outside if he's
flat,
not using the grill?
Smashes the shit out of them. Well, there's a way to do it. 1, put a dimple
I'm
in the
confused.
burger. 2, make them pretty thin. And when
TJ's botch clone, yeah.
ball up,
He's
you
the
will
clock
still
lord.
retain that
He has
nice
all those
patty
clocks
shape
next to
because
him.
there's so much surface area. Also, increasing the surface
Yeah, he
area
used to.
decreases cooking
where does
time
he
by
still?
quite a bit. Like these, about ready to flip. Okay,
Did he not put any oils to like?
so these burgers.
No. Nope.
Time to
That's complaint number 1. Still better than Cobes so far, though.
add the seasoning.
Oh,
This is what the
he's a
seasoning
bit more competent than Cobes, but that's not saying much.
is here.
Okay,
Dish
so he just took Campbell's
comes in.
French onion soup. Okay.
Literally a can of French's onion soup. That's why I didn't want to add any salt or pepper or onions or
That's
any
smart.
of that crap.
Especially with the salt part. Splat. Splat.
Flies
Give
everywhere.
these about another
Thousands
minute
of flies.
on one side, then I'll give them one final flip, and we'll add our final
Bonus
ingredient.
protein.
Pull them off, and you'll be ready to enjoy. Like I said, this is a super simple recipe, absolutely easy, a perfect.
This is barely a
first-time
recipe.
If you've never
cooked before in your life.
That's like if you made like a microwave burger and then used the satchel of like ketchup with it, and that's a recipe. You know, like it's just a condiment. You're just cooking it in a condiment. I mean, it might get better.
Or you're a kid wants to kind of get into cooking. This is
it's only a recipe
foolproof.
by the most
Absolutely
technical
easy.
definition.
You don't gotta worry about over seasoning. Everything's already done for him. So yeah, if you're a complete and utter novice and your whole fucking culinary world comes from Hot Pockets and frozen pizza, half of
So
YouTube,
drunk.
I'm looking at you, then this is a great way to start actually eating food that you cooked yourself.
I mean, sort of cook yourself.
Okay, I think that's enough.
You didn't make the soup yourself.
And last but not least, we're gonna
But it's a
add
step closer to it at least.
some cheese. Some Swiss cheese. This is pre-sliced Swiss cheese. You can find this in any groceries, dairy department.
Not fresh out of the
And because
the
these are
fridge, so
rather
that's good.
small burgers, we're just gonna go one slice, one slice, one slice, and done. And give that a little bit of time to melt up.
Not using a
And
microwave,
honestly,
good.
I'm not doing too much more. I'm not gonna
It's
put on
hard
any
to fuck this
vegetables.
up.
Just a little French onion burger.
Yeah.
So really simple to
Cobes
do.
would figure
really,
out a
really
way to do it.
easy. Again, really fun.
Probably with
Perfect
Doritos and Mountain
for
Dew.
first time cook. Perfect for a complete novice.
take
due
that
to
beer and
age
pour it
or
in.
absolute inexperience. Anybody can make this fucking burger.
To be fair, him putting beer and stuff is not the worst thing he does.
There are times
I don't think
where
that
beer
burrito
can
really
add-
needed it though.
No.
And the magic of freshly ground beef, even if you're not a novice, I'd still recommend getting a meat slicer or a meat grinder.
There's some
If you do happen to undercook
there's some
beef,
pubs around here
it's
that
just
do like
fucking fine.
fries in gravy and the gravy's got Guinness in it.
Oh yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Why? It's beef. It's freshly ground. It won't have the pathogens. If you do buy meat,
The what?
if it's from the
Pathogens.
butcher's counter, it might be okay to go to medium, maybe medium rare. But I go to about medium. But if you grind it yourself, if you get that chub crab, scorch it. Don't buy that chub crab. Don't buy that crap that comes in those fucking plastic tubes. That stuff is garbage. It was ground fucking 9 weeks ago.
That stuff is garbage.
Sent to the store a month ago and then finally put out.
We one plus of where I live. In fact, always in Ireland is that like beef and anything from a farm basically, you will get about as fresh as you can get anywhere else. Like it's pretty great. So
Nice.
yeah, all our pork is like probably that day on the shelves. So many eggs, so much chicken, so much beef of all stripes, and then of course even like our big shopping centers, our big places like Tesco's, they'll have like their own butchers. So they'll just promote and sometimes they double up as delis as well. So a nice place maybe to get rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, my grocery store has their own butchers in there.
Always grind your own meat, or
Not
go
as nice as like its own independent butchers, but we have them too. We've got like 3 in Carrick.
to the butcher's counter and get fresh hamburger from them. So let's give this.
We don't have a lot of
taste
those around
test.
here.
Like I said,
Oh,
really
it
simple
is a
burger,
world of
nothing to it.
difference.
This is it. This is the most
It
important
is.
part.
Burger.
You know, I would eat one of these.
Yeah.
You know what I would have done though?
What?
I don't know if I would have done the cheese, but after like getting your burger patties on buns, but before you put the top bun on, I would have taken the leftover soup and like poured a little on top of the each patty, just a little bit.
There's a
Like sprinkle a bit of extra sauce on there. Actually, cook the soup a little bit to like make it into more of a sauce.
Yeah,
Then
give
put
a
it
little
on
bit.
there.
Uh,
You know what? I don't like saying anything nice about War Corpse, but that looked like a decent burger.
yeah,
I would eat that.
It's he's not the worst chef.
This guy might be though.
Yeah. Trying to remember what this guy's called.
This is the
Cooking with
Isn't
Jack.
this the guy who licked chicken blood off of a fork once?
Yeah. This is some classic cooking show stuff. So if you don't know, he's probably the original bad chef on YouTube. Like,
I think I've only seen a couple of his videos, but they were both terrible.
Oatmeal breakfast refrigerated, cut onion without crying, how to cut a pineapple, how to make the.
I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of suggestions on how to cut onions without crying, and none of them work. You just got to suck it up.
Or a grill. Stop buying air fryers. No, I will not. In fact, I will buy an air fryer.
If you cut onions a lot, actually, you'll build up a resistance to it.
Yeah. What is jumping out here? Rice pudding, enchiladas, ribs, slushy magic, bacon explosion. The bacon explosion?
Okay, I'm curious about Bacon Explosion.
Bacon explosion. Whoa!
You know, that would not be a bad bit if you didn't make the stupid faces along the way.
It gives me a rerun you see at 3 in the morning on the Food Network vibe. You know, like the show had already been cancelled and now it's just syndication.
Yep. You need more exclamation points, buddy.
Jack Scalfani here, and you're cooking with Jack on my 50th.
He looks like, you know what? He looks like Rich from Review Tech, but like his brother. I
don't watch it, so I don't know.
50th episode. Can you believe it? 50 of these bad boys. So we're going to celebrate by doing the Bacon Explosion.
Yeah, well, we're almost at 100, so yeah.
I give credit to barbecueaddicts.com. They're the ones who came up with this.
His kitchen looks like a set on like a TV show.
I've never done it. So I'm going to try and do it and see if it really turns out.
A really low-budget TV show.
Once again, you can get the link off the screen to Barbecue Addicts. Later on, go there and get the recipe. You can print it out. You can also go to my blog, and I'll have a
actually, Warcorpse wishes. Okay? He's the one who had women making out in his cooking intro.
You got 2 pounds of bacon. You got 2
that have
pounds
nothing to do with anything. They're just there.
Just in case I didn't have enough. You can never have enough sausage, right? Barbecue sauce and seasoning. It's gonna be delicious.
Sausage.
We'll show you that in a moment. But first, I just want to thank a few people. All right.
Sausage. Nope, you thank people in your own time, mister.
I was about to say that very same thing.
Delicious. Obviously, he did it right with the white cheese and the gravy.
Hey, this person knows how to put the crushed cheese in there.
Lasagna still tasted delicious, he said, but she only had one vegetable in there. She did layers of it with
where's the meat?
Cheese. And look how beautiful.
At least that looks a little nicer.
Lasagna looks. That is absolutely delicious.
Sort of.
So congratulations to all of you for mastering those recipes. And keep those pictures coming.
Oh my god, no, I know what this looks like. This looks like the set of a kid's like TV show where like him and a puppet learn fractions and things like that, or how to share.
You guys did a great job. Good job. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I want to talk about some upcoming episodes.
That's a weird way to store knives, by the way.
Right? It looks so haphazard.
Like,
take a look at
I know that's probably a pretty strong magnet, but
teach you those.
Why leave even the slightest possibility of them falling on things?
But right now, let's bring you in close and show you how to do the bacon explosion.
Like, what happens if you accidentally bump hard against the wall and one of them falls down and lands on your hand or something?
Thick cut. I got the smoke flavor in the bacon, okay? And you're gonna do a 5x5 grid. Now, once again,
streaky bacon.
Before, so bear with me.
You need to get rashers.
5 strips across. So then you're going to weave in.
This is going to stick to that aluminum foil real bad.
Of bacon like this. We're going to make sure it's tight. So I think I need the bacon a little closer.
Don't layer it too much or it's not going to cook right. Of course, he's going to do it wrong. What am I talking about?
Like a weave on top of a pie.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Just kind of smash it
Stop
down.
fondling
Also,
the bacon.
another guy
bacon left.
cooking with his ring on.
I
He's
got
got
2
bacon grease
The other part
all
we're
over his
gonna
ring
fry up
now.
later and chop up. I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay. All right. So there's
Take
your
your
first
ring off
layer
before
right
you
there
cook.
Of weaved bacon. You can take a little seasoning. Your favorite seasoning. I'm using the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste. However heavy you like it. I want to do a little.
I'll give points for presentation on this, but
black pepper.
I'm taking away points because this isn't going to cook properly.
Right. You can do whatever you want at this stage, and
gonna create a slab of bacon.
Just give it
Not just that, but like the middle parts of the slab are going to be undercooked and.
All right. Next thing we're gonna do is add a layer of
salmonella
pork
time.
sausage. Let's do this. I'm gonna put it on here. And I'm just gonna spread it with my hand.
Yeah, spread it.
Oh, is he gonna roll this?
About 1 pound's worth.
Maybe.
All right, so he's got bacon grease and
I'm telling
beef
you
grease
right
all
now,
over his ring now.
This would be great. I just know it.
Also, how sanitary was his ring before he started?
How sanitary was his hands?
Okay, now you're gonna take this bacon and you're gonna cook it. Whatever's left of your 2 pounds of
Normally,
bacon. You're gonna cook this
with anybody
bacon
else, I
in a
would
pan,
probably give
and
them the
you're gonna
benefit
chop
of the
it up
doubt that they wash their hands first.
bite-sized
But with this guy,
pieces
who the
like
fuck
that.
knows?
So I'm gonna crisp mine up. If you don't like it crispy,
It's more of a
cook it however you like
suggestion
bacon,
to wash your
okay?
hands than a
'Cause
rule
that's
in
what's
his
gonna be our
kitchen.
next layer. So let's throw this in the pan right now. We'll bring it back all cooked up. You guys know how to cook bacon, right? Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
We do. Do you?
The Cooking with Jack show. We'll be right back right after this message.
Hey, how you doing? Jack Scalfani
What the fuck was
here.
that?
Just want to tell you about my line of sauces. They're called the best sauces you'll
What?
ever taste. That's right.
Wait, really? He
Best
has his own-
sauces? No.
All right, we have to check
I-
this out if that's real. The best sauce, the best sauces you'll ever taste. Bam. I'll be.
Wasn't it just .com on his?
Yeah, now it's eatswild.com. But that's him, Cooking with Jack.
It is him, yeah.
Best barbecue sauce.
That's expensive.
Right?
Well, it depends on the size of the jar, I guess, but
I
it's a
thought it was
little
like
hard to
regular.
tell.
That's smaller than a mason
Doesn't-
jar.
Doesn't he know he's supposed to take a photo of it next to a banana for scale? President.
Wait, where?
Right there. Jack Scalfani, president.
Oh. Probably for the company, I guess.
That's because he's the only person in the company.
Give me
But-
foods or GMF.
Go back to the store, though. Like, some of these, it's a... I guess it's not too bad, but like when the pictures start getting smaller, it's a little bit harder to tell what they all are.
Now here's the most expensive gourmet season. Can't tell what that is. It almost looks like peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know what that
jerk,
is.
Teriyaki. Oh, here we go. Gourmet season barbecue. Gourmet seasoning. That's all it is. Gourmet.
What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
It's the mystery powder.
Right?
Teriyaki, barbecue, 2 types of barbecue sauce. Oh, that's a hot barbecue sauce. Okay. $71 for that. That probably doesn't
I think
count
the two,
shipping.
the ones you're pointing at right now look like they're just 2 jars of the same thing, and then there's 2 jars of the teriyaki one. Like,
Yeah, you get 2 sets.
it's an 8-jar combo, but like half of it's just repeats.
And then $25 for an apron.
Pretty lame
Okay.
apron.
Yeah, it's like I could make that. I know a website where I can create my own merch and one day use it.
So when are you gonna buy one of the guy's sauces and taste it on live?
I could set it as a goal. I'd have it as just 1 jar. Probably if I were to go with anything, I'd have to find out what the gourmet season.
Tell us
What is
which
that?
jar you want. Why is that in all caps?
It doesn't have an exclamation point after, so it's just a question.
Really aggressive question.
Slamming his fist on the table. What jar? The teriyaki? Here, $9.
I'm morbidly curious to try these, but I'm not willing to spend this much money out of just to satisfy morbid curiosity.
Hendersonville. Let's see.
Store location. Is this just directions to his house or what?
Probably. Yeah, for store location, find mysauce.net. Buy locally. Wait, plural? Now it's in Chinese. Oh god, is this gonna be porn? Okay, no. It took me to a gotcha site.
Fail.
Alright, we're going down the rabbit hole of really sketchy websites.
It's called the best barbecue sauce you'll ever taste. Here's the
I don't want to get everybody.
Enjoy those new
the best teriyaki.
Enjoy your new tracking cookies there, Lev.
The best seasoning you'll ever taste. All of them come with a money.
Wake up tomorrow and I turn this on and my Google has been replaced by Ask Jeeves or whatever.
Yeah.
Back guarantee, and if you live in the United States
Bing.
of America, I give you free shipping.
Oh, you know you fucked up when you're suddenly finding yourself using Bing.
In the Great White North in Canada, I have now set up an order page for Canadian orders.
Bing has the
I
worst
give you
search
free
engine
shipping,
ever.
but now Canadians can
Ugh.
order the sauces too. Go check it out. Go to
There's
thebestsauces.com.
like blood.
I'll see you there.
And now, back to the Cooking with Jack show.
All right, so I took the balance of that bacon. They crisped it up a little bit. It's all cooked. Now we're going to take all that and put it right on there. Now it's time to add
More
another
cooked
layer of
looking than I was
flavor.
expecting.
So, going to grab my...
All right, now we're going to put bacon on our bacon.
And it's nice to just put some sauce, kind of drizzle it.
Oh, why is it so gelatinous?
I told you. That's like 80s blood in like
Okay,
a
now at this
action
point,
movie.
They also recommend that you put
You
seasoning
use
on
too
this.
much aspic.
But my barbecue sauce has a lot of seasoning. At this point, you want to season, put more salt, put more pepper, put more
You probably
garlic,
shouldn't have
onion,
used
whatever
any
you want.
aspic.
Now here's the hardest part. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'm going to carefully try to roll this, if I can get it to come away from the bacon. So take your time.
Why
You
did
gotta
they use
start
the
over,
foil to roll it?
Put the sausage back down and start over.
He
Let's see if
doesn't.
we can
I
get this
don't think he wants the bacon to go with it.
There you go. That's basically it. And then I'm going to take this whole thing. I'm going to take a chance. and
Meat
put this whole
log.
thing up for a quick second. Up and down. The reason why I did that, I lifted it up and turned it just a little bit.
It looks like a
So
sea
that the
slug.
seam is underneath. I've got barbecue sauce gushing out of this thing already. Okay. Now we're going to roll it back the other way. So let's...
If he pulls this off, this will not be the worst thing he's ever made, but I don't know if I'd want it.
For me. So I'm going to rotate the whole thing and roll it again towards me. Seems to work better for me. So cross your fingers. Never done this before, so bear with me, okay? Get all the way into the bacon.
Okay, so this just
Check
brings
that
us back
out.
to why didn't he just roll it all
the
together in
trip.
the first place?
Look at that. It worked. Now, before I take this out on the grill, I'm going to take you with me, okay? But remember, you're going to smoke this, okay? And I'm going to show you how to smoke. If you have a smoker, you already know how to smoke. But I'm going to show you.
I hope you
in
leave this in a
minute
long
how
time
do
because
it
this is
on
going to take a
gas
long
grill,
time to cook
okay?
all the way through.
You're going to
I was
smoke
gonna
this
say,
at
yeah.
225 degrees. It needs a center core temperature. You have one of those
August
temperatures
says
that you
gushing
cook in
meat
there,
log.
right, of 165
Gushing.
degrees. It's going to take about 2.5 hours.
Hey,
If
you
don't have a
found my
temperature
Fet Life
cook
name.
This bad boy at 225. for 2.5
Aw.
hours. You can even do it in the oven if you want. But I'm going to smoke this on my gas grill, and I'll show you how.
I thought that
So
was your
let's go outside
Grindr
right now
account.
And put this on the grill, and we'll see.
We don't talk about my Grindr account till I'm ready to come out.
out. Ready? You take a pan with water and some wood chips. Put them in there. See how it's smoking right now? I want to capture that. All right? You got 2 flames over here, heating this up, smoking it. This side, there's no flames. So when you get on the barbecue, don't use the side with flames to put your meat on. You smoke your chips on this side. If you have a gas grill, leave 1/2 without a flame. This is where the meat's going to go. It's 225 degrees in here right now. Okay? I got the chips smoking. Let's put the meat on.
It's a meat baby.
There we go. Beautiful. All right, so we got it rolled. Got it right here. Now you're going to add a little seasoning just to top it off.
It's the PT demo all over again.
There we go.
Jesus,
Most
blowing in the wind.
Off or fall off anyway, but there you go. You've topped it off. Now, close this bad boy. We'll check it.
Gushing Meatlog 21 at AOL.net.
You might have to check the chips, make sure there's enough water in there, put fresh chips in about an hour into it, okay?
Put the word sausage in your title so I know you're legit.
Do not open it.
Yeah.
It's been on for a little, almost 2
God.
hours and 45 minutes. So let's check the inside.
It looks like an uncircumcised dick.
165.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's doing a temperature check. Good for him. I'm
All right.
surprised.
It's good to take it off. This looks absolutely perfect, but I can't cut it yet. You know why? Because the rule is anytime you cook meat, you got to let it set. If I cut it, all the steam's going to come out. It's not going to turn back into juice, and it's not going to stay in here. It's going to dry out. 15 minutes minimum, let your meat set. Whether it's ribs, steak, turkey, I don't care what it is. When you pull it out, let it cool between 15 and 30 minutes.
Even turducken?
All right?
Wait.
Okay.
Wait 15
Then
minutes
cut
after you
this
pull
open.
out your meat.
Oh, one other thing. If you stab it with one of these things, don't pull it out. Trust me. If you pull it out, all the juice is going to come gushing out. So just leave it in there. Don't be impatient. Be ready, because in a second, I'm going to cut this bad boy open. How could I
just love
No,
the
not a
idea.
second. 15 minutes.
I love the idea of him going away from it. His dog just comes in, he eats the whole thing in one bite.
He comes back and the meat
what the
thermometer's
hell?
just lying in a puddle of grease.
What the hell? Oscar! And Oscar's just like slicking his lips. Like...
Wagging his tail.
forgotten the most important process of this.
Oscar's
This
the
thing's
best
still
part
hot.
of his
I forgot
whole
to
show.
coat the outside with sauce. Now we're not going to use a lot of sauce, but you're just going to.
Although I wonder if the fact that it's
for
smoked would
presentation, what am I thinking?
make the dog lose interest.
That's it. Right
That's
there.
possible.
Look at that.
I might not realize that it's.
Hold it like this.
Might smell
Right in the
wrong.
middle. Okay, here we go. See, it's still steaming. I should have let it set a little longer, but I
I wonder
just
how
got
long
away.
it was smoking in there. Anyway, did he say?
that's all
I
the way through.
didn't hear him say that.
All right.
Yeah, I don't remember myself.
Right there. And tip that right there.
You know what?
can
That doesn't
see
look terrible.
The Italian pork sausage.
It's definitely
wrapped
not
in
as bad as
bacon.
his other
Look at that.
abominations.
Crispy bacon on the
Yeah, that the meatballs with the pasta inside them, the uncooked pasta.
Yeah.
Ugh.
inside gush and
Actually, yeah, we watched
at
too
least-
many. Go on. Go on.
At least the bacon that he put in the middle was pre-cooked, so we don't have to worry about it being undercooked.
What was it? It was like cooking with Jack, pasta, meat, balls. We get what we're looking for. $1 million meatballs. That's hot meatball recipe. You know the one I'm looking for. Yeti squash and meatballs. Elf King made that for me once, and it was actually really nice. Spaghetti squash. It's crazy watching it the way it comes out. Nigella. Oh, we have to watch a tiny bit of Nigella because she's so
All right.
fucking hot. She's so hot. But because this is
I don't know this
copyright,
person, but
we're gonna mute it just be on the off chance. There she is. Except for
It's time consuming, but I don't apologise for that here simply because there's no point in making fresh pasta or meatballs unless you
Oh,
really
she's
want
British.
to enjoy the process and sort of throw
so
yourself
fancy.
into the
That-
activity.
that adds to the hotness.
She used to be a lot curvier. She had problems with her weight, but like I didn't see that as a problem at all. She became very popular in the late 90s, early 2000s because she was a very sort of mildly sexy sort of chef. She'd like very seductively like lick her fingers looking at the camera and things like that. She'd be very cheeky.
Oh my.
But then her personal life came to front. The tabloids had a field day. Bad relationship. a lot of bad relationships actually. She had terrible choices with men. But I think she's doing all right now. But she
you're
is
doing the flower volcano.
Yeah.
That's how you keep your egg contained in there.
Very,
I've done that.
very sexy lady. All right, yeah.
I think the music's done by now, isn't it?
Oh, it wasn't even the music. It's just any of the audio might be enough as it is to get it done. So yeah. No, we don't need to watch the whole thing. Oh yeah.
I think it's sausage time.
I think it's sausage time. Ordinary sausage. Oh, now I've done it so many. Silkworm sausage? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, and welcome back. I guess many moons ago we sausaged crickets, but we did them entirely. We did entirely cricket sausage. It ended up tasting like fish food. So cricket sausage, 0 out of 5. Well, that's a terrible start. And there they are in all of their, all of their joy, I guess. Well, first things first, how does it taste compared to the cricket? Oh, these taste much better. These kind of taste like tortilla chips.
Yep.
Not bad in the slightest. But unlike the cricket sausage, we're gonna be
And
mixing
full of
this
protein.
in with pork. These aren't gonna go through the grinder. We're gonna add them to the sausage after it's been ground.
Shoe on Head would be freaking the shit out right now because she's very anti-eating bugs. Like she's
and Sargon.
Oh, he's also anti-eating bugs.
He posts a lot of videos about how they're trying to make us eat the boogs.
Eat the bugs. Sleep in the pod. Work for Daddy Bezos. The future is now.
One or two of them going in the grinder won't hurt anything. Give it the good old shoving it in the hole.
Lewd.
Just shove my silkworms all the way in there.
You could see a little bit of it in there. But the reason why I didn't send the rest of them into the grinder is because I want this thing to be extra crunchy. Oh, heck, let's do it all. It's the crunchiest sausage we've ever had. Uh-oh, it's starting
Man
to smell
overboard.
like that fish food smell again. Yeah, now we're making sausage. These little silkworms are pretty salty enough, but we'll help it with just a smidge more salt.
Tiny,
and, a reasonable amount of pepper.
Careful.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. I've got sausage in low places where the whiskey smells in the air.
Becca's singing today.
Yeah. He's excited.
In 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage.
Lewd.
Well, that's it. The party has already come to an end. We'll just link them up. We got 3 different links here with another 3 opportunities to burst. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box artist, this guy.
He does,
but also soup. What?
What was the name?
That was a name. Amanda, but also soup.
Mark Boxalo box artist.
Amanda, but also Eyes of Snin.
She's kind of cute though.
He started use the one eye he suggested, the Dali where he's eating a sausage. Maybe someday.
This is a good one because it makes me feel uncomfortable. This Will It Blow is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped's plant.
Is it? Oh, I just realized Manscaped's logo is literally just a ball sack.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, right? It's exactly what it says.
Sausage 20 at checkout. So will it blow?
Not really.
It kind of blew. It kind of blew right there. And right there. So a little bit. I'm gonna
He's
have
very
to give
smart to
that
put a
Bullet
tarp
Blow
over everything.
1 Mark Ruffalo's.
I was gonna say half of Mark Ruffalo, but I don't know how he would do that graphic.
Then here we go.
I guess he could edit the face to just half the face.
Ooh.
Ow! Happy face. All right, I'm thinking that these things are
sad
pretty
face.
cooked by now. Let's open up this one and see how we did. Well, it looks like it's jam-packed full of silkworms. Here we go! It's pretty bad. It absolutely still tastes, like fish food, but now you got all that pork you gotta deal with. You give this to someone and they don't know what it is, they know there's something off about this sausage. Heck, they might even tell you that the sausage is spoiled. We did get crispy skin, we did get, a solid filling in there, so that's something. But taste-wise, it's a complete goose egg. So I'm gonna have to give this
goose eggs are
sausage
nice.
here a 1 out of 5.
Better than the crickets.
Bop, 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 bop.
Bomb.
That's right. Every bite has like 12 silkworms in it.
He liked the silkworms on their own, though, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess when they were cooked, they lost their crunchiness, which was its main,
Welcome back. I guess.
I thought he was okay with the flavor too, though.
We got some crunch wraps today. Some bacon.
I've actually
crunch
had crunch wraps after a night on the town in the States, and I gotta say, I didn't hate them. They were exactly what my hungover body wanted.
wraps with fire sauce.
I've never had them.
That's gonna be the difference between all the other.
I usually just get the hard taco supremes.
I liked the burritos that they have all the different wraps. They were lovely.
They're okay, but if I'm in the mood for a burrito, there's like a whole bunch of other places I can go to for a much better burrito around here.
And I'm sure for tacos too.
Yeah.
But obviously, like at the end of the day, no one goes to Taco Bell because they think it's like the highest quality of anything. You go to Taco Bell because it's cheap and they're driving home and they haven't eaten all day and they're getting hungry. So they're gonna go through the drive-through, they're gonna get it, and then afterwards they're gonna be like, "Oh, I have to cut down on this shit. It's probably terrible for me."
Yeah. I used to get it just once in a while when basically just whenever I went to get a haircut, there was a Taco Bell in the food court in the mall that my barbershop was in. So I would get Taco Bell those times, and obviously I don't need to do that anymore. So
when it's like me with Subway. The only reason I ever get Subway is when I'm waiting for a train. I pick that up, and if I'm heading into Dublin. And even then, not all the time, because it's actually right next door to it is a far superior, but a little bit more expensive restaurant by the name of Crumbs. And they do all manner of really good sandwiches, but A, it's more expensive, and B, they're not always open. So sometimes you just gotta make do what you can make do.
That's the bacon crunch wrap. You got some
It's also the earliest thing
sauce
to
in
open in the
there,
village.
some eggs, some cheese.
if I'm in the mood for a sub, I like to go to Firehouse
possibly
Subs.
want in a breakfast. It also looks like the Millennium Falcon. But we got crunch wraps.
It does
we
a
got to
little.
grind here, but not without dousing this thing with all the fire sauce that.
I actually kind of like their hot sauce.
The packet there. Why
I
do
hear it's
packets
good.
contain such little sauce? Is there a
Good
rule
flavor.
against making larger packets? Like if people
Good
use
level
like
of
2 to 3
spice.
packets per dip, why not make the size of the packet 2 to 3 times the size larger? Come on, fast food industry.
Not everybody wants that much, you goof.
Oh,
Yeah.
people are wasting too many packets. Let's
I
make
usually
them
put like
smaller.
2 of
What
these
if they
things per
contain
taco.
Even less sauce. The 5th and final packet, it's like we haven't even made a dent on this thing.
Jesus, he likes his spice.
Then we give it a
Yeah.
mighty poke. Right down the hole. There you go. Same for you.
Honestly, 5 of them spread across 2 of those things is probably reasonable.
It looks like fantastic sausage innards. I still think that we're looking at like a 5 out of 5 here. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I could have another sausage in a minute. And that's what the song's about. In 3,
This one, I think I know which hand he's going to do first. He mixes it up. He screwed me.
You must
Not
go with the
bad.
flow,
Not,
the sausage
not
flow.
bad at all. We're gonna link these up because that's what we've been doing lately. Well, sausages
linking
of
arc.
different lengths and sizes. That's good enough. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxello box artist.
Wow.
This guy. I really appreciate
That's a little
the
overdone.
dead eyes in this one. It really sells the excitement. So will it
It
blow?
does.
Most of it fell before it could
He
even
almost
get
passed
launched.
out there.
The one piece that did make it, it's right over there. It had a pretty good bounce off the Boxello there. Overall,
The sad
not a very
Boxello.
impressive blow. I'm gonna have to give that will it blow 2 Mark
I
Ruffalo.
just noticed the Easter Island heads.
2 is generous, I think, on that
All
one.
right, we got 3
Yeah.
different sizes and 3 different opportunities to burst. Here we go! Oh. All right, well, that's a fail right off the
Don't
bat.
you have
Oh, my
tongs?
God, another burst.
Oh.
Well, there you
Why does
have
nobody
it.
have
The
tongs?
sausage of least
There they are. What the
resistance
fuck?
is the one that gets out of the pan alive. You're a big disappointment, you. 3 sausages entered, only 1 decided to make it out alive. I say decided because that was totally their decision to burst. Come on. All right, let's open up the one
Sentient
that's
sausages.
burst already and just take a look, I guess. Ultra mush. And even though this one burst, we're still gonna give it the try since it's got a larger volume to it. Here we go!
That's the one that will fit into our
Incredible.
cheapest possible bun.
This is a tasty. Listen, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
it's delicious. I mean, I want to give it a 5 out of 5, like nobody's business. It should. It's so packed full of flavor. It's crispy. It should absolutely have a 5 out of 5. However, the bursting is a pretty bad situation there. I'm gonna dock it a point for that. I really want to give it a 5 out of 5 for taste and crispiness alone. It's killing me. You know, if Taco Bell puts this on their menu, it'd be a good way to clean up all those unsold Crunch Wraps. I'm gonna have to give this. You know what? No, I'm not gonna dock it a full point. I'm gonna give it a half a point. I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 4.5 out of 5.
Still pretty impressive.
Bop, 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 bop.
Bop, 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 bop.
I like the look of terror on the half sausage at the end there.
Existential dread sausage. I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up now, rather than us even getting through.
Well, it's the time.
Yeah, that's what I was holding out for. But I need to. I might actually make another bath and just sit in some cold water. Quite honestly with you, I am feeling quite queasy. So.
Well, you take care of yourself, sir.
Well, I shall. As for next week, I do believe I put some feelers out to Realize TV. He got an upgrade for his computer, so I'm willing to give him another chance to impress us. But he said we have to. It will really depend on his timetable. Speaking of, will it be a Friday show or a Saturday show next week?
I will know that tomorrow.
Okay, because I have guests coming in on the 20th. So
Yeah, the new schedule had not been posted yet yesterday, so I will have to check it when I go back to work tomorrow.
Okay.
I should know by then. And as for me, in 2 hours, I will be streaming some of the Tectonica Alpha. So, do you want to check out a new Factory game? It's sort of halfway between Satisfactory and Factorio. Gonna be doing that.
Awesome. As for me, I will think about it tomorrow, but you will be getting a stream tomorrow. Not sure which game. As for right now, though, yeah, I'm running on fumes. So yeah, it's been a fun stream. I hope you guys had fun. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. Don't forget to check out the links for all that good stuff, and I guess